They're creepy and they're spooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together, ooky. The Addams Family. Da-na-na-da. I love the Addams Family. Wow, they are the perfect blend of whimsy and horror, of family values and madcap adventure. Oh, they are darling. They are darling to me so much. I've always loved the Addams Family. I love the classic 60s sitcom. It was fantastic. I mean, for its time, wow. Oh, God, how the most ridiculous special effects. I mean, Thing, the hand, he was always just, coming out of a box. You could barely see more than a shoulder or maybe an elbow. No, switch that around. But oh my God, it was so fantastic. Their house was ridiculous and goofy, and it's timelessly ridiculous because there's just simple little gags. It's like being in an escape room, really. And the Addams Family, despite looking like monsters and probably being monsters, they are the nicest, most trusting people ever, okay? The Addams Family are actually super wealthy, and usually their adventures are about, some horrible madcap thief trying to trick them into giving them all their money. The Addams Family, let's have dinner or a smoke. And that means we're eating you, and then we're going to set you on fire. Only for the best of fun. They were very lovely hosts. Some people got it and accepted the Addams Family for their kind nature, and some people tried to take advantage of them and were almost eaten by Kitty Cat. They are terrifying but so sweet. So yeah, the old 60s show, I love it. Like the 90s movies that they had remade were very good to me. I also don't think they're really kid appropriate, but yeah, it's okay. It's very funny when you're a teenager or when you're an adult to rewatch like the Christina Ricci version of Wednesday, and God, just the whole family was so funny. I actually think Gomez and Morticia were funnier the more I watched it when I got older, and whew, God, just the entire wackiness of them. Oh, God, so delightful. After that, they had some not great moments. There was a really bad TV reboot where, because the original show was in the 60s, they had different opinions on words like suicide, guns, and stuff like that. So a lot of plots were altered to be more appropriate for kids. It was less fun. Much less fun. Then they tried to redo the classic theme song, Fools. Let's see, after that, they had an okay cartoon. I mean, the Addams Family is made to be a cartoon, but you could say limitations with animation or again trying to make it more kid-friendly. And for some reason the neighbors were obsessed with underpants. Yeah, it'd be less ridiculous and creepy if they were perverts, but they weren't, so. And let's see, then there was the Broadway musical, which I hated. Wow, it made Wednesday and Morticia hate their lives and made Gomez more of a, hey, we gotta follow the rules kind of dude instead of the goofy rebel that he always was. I mean, what you love about the Addams Family, especially Gomez and Morticia, is their undying love for each other and their wicked world. I would never, ever imagine a world where Wednesday was tired of being creepy, maybe tired of doing her family's way of creepy and trying new ways to do it. That's great. I believe that. So yeah. I am very, very partial to the classic Addams Family, but there's a trailer out now for a cartoon, an animated movie version of them, set for Halloween, of course, and I'm scared. On the one hand, good animated things have been happening. The other hand, bad animated things have been happening. And because I am very, very partial to the Addams Family, I'm personally worried, but I'm going to see the trailer and hope for the best. Expect the worst, but I'm gonna hope. Thank you! It looks great! Oh my God! God. Wow, it looks so good. Oh my goodness. I can imagine that, for people who don't know the classic Addams Family or have lived in a cave and never heard of the Addams Family, that they think this is some kind of Tim Burton knockoff. But no, because I love the Addams Family. I think this looks fantastic. It is both reaching for my nostalgia and totally new. Oh my goodness. Let's go part by part. Okay, let's see where to start. Okay. Thing, dear Thing, He is the little hand like that in the 90s movie. The 90s movie was kind of crazy where they just put like a CG hand, like doing kind of like little skateboard stunts on, I think, a roller skate. And that was awesome. And now that he's animated, he can do as much of that cool kind of stuff. Oh, it was a perfect blend. He's just doing the snap thing, which is so Addams Family. I mean, I don't care if you never saw the show or saw the movies, but you have to have heard of that song, that little beat. Oh my goodness, the fact that he was doing the finger thing made me so happy. Oh, and I love the rest of the characters' designs. They are kind of disgusting and it's kind of perfect. They look absolutely so different. And it's a cartoon. They should be kind of exaggerated and ridiculous and disproportioned. It's so much more fun. I mean, yeah, CG has kind of gotten a little twinsy and a little too similar over time. So this is nice. This is interesting. I'm proud. Yay! Okay, so let's start off with Wednesday Addams. She was the star of the 90s show. Wow. I mean, 90s movies, there's a difference. No, actually, they tried to bring Christina Ricci's take on it into the bad remake show. But anyway, this one, she's younger. She's not a teen. And yeah, they gave her little noose braids. And she still has that whole kind of breathless, ugh, I'm so bored. She's still kind of playing with her headless doll toys. That's all very cute. And this kind of brings up to a plot point of me as, or what is Wednesday gonna do to have fun? I like it. I mean, I kind of rolled my eyes when I saw the red balloon. It's like, oh, you guys are trying to say that time has passed and other stuff has happened, if... But the part where her mom said, oh, a murderous clown, the fact that it even said murderous and was supposed to be a kid's movie because it's a cartoon, I think is a wonderful, wonderful start to me hoping a little bit that it will have the Addams fun. So yeah, I like the little Wednesday. I like how ridiculous her proportions are. And again, her braids are nooses. And she's still kind of sweet, even though she seems kind of dead of everything. She seems sweet. So yeah, this is a winner. Pugsley, honestly, Pugsley's personality has changed through a lot of different things. He's always been kind of just that pesky son, but that could mean a lot of things. In the early 90s movies, he was kind of just the clueless follower. In the cartoon and the 60s version, he was more of that whole, not too smart, but smart enough to know what adults were thinking about. Terrible at math, but kind of precocious in other ways. So yeah, this new Pugsley, I don't know, his voice sounds more teenagery than actual kid-like. I mean, instead of doing like a Rugrats or Bobby Hill sort of thing, they actually had a young male do it. And so far I like it. I like that he's blowing stuff up. I like that Gomez is, complimenting him because, oh my goodness, that got Gomez done so well. God. One of the things that was off about Nathan Lane's Gomez is that he was so unhappy and miserable, but Gomez is just a ball of energy. He's happy. He's delighted in his life, okay? I hope there's a cigar, but I'm not going to hold my breath. I hope that there is dancing and there is kissing and all kinds of other cute, affectionate things from Gomez. They made him look like some kind of a pug, and I'm alright with that because I love pugs. And oh my goodness, he's standing on his head. And oh, he has just the voice actor. I don't know who the voice actor is, but he's just breathing in. He has such life of Gomez Addams. It's delightful. I will always laugh at the 90s Gomez's big speech in the police station. It's still hilarious. It gets even more hilarious the more I watch it. But wow, I like this cartoon Gomez. Oh, and cartoon Morticia. It's going to take me a while to get used to that voice. All Morticias before have always been very soft-spoken, and this one has a at the end of her voice. But I do like the change. In the very first scene of the trailer, when she and Gomez are talking and buying the house, she has a different outfit than her usual simple black dress. And I thought, okay, yeah, I can accept that kind of thing as long as it's black, as long as she's just gliding along with no explanation. That's cool. And the old movie, like the old like TV show, Morticia would, like, do you mind if I smoke? And then smoke would just come out the bottom of her dress. And this version, spiders are coming out, which is strange, but it's always been implied that she does witchcraft, so it is just creepy enough and Addams Family enough to be good enough for me. Oh, and she's still being a doting mom. It's sweet. Oh. Another thing that pissed me off with the Broadway version is they tried to make it like, oh, I was always disappointed with never having a real career. When I remember, Morticia had no problem actually finding jobs. She just didn't have to keep them because, she missed being home with the family. She could find jobs all the time, but she was an artist at heart, and she was a high society broad. For an Addams Family thing, she was still very high society, and she'd rather have her leisurely activities. They were wealthy. They could do that. I'm not mad at Morticia. In this version, her voice kind of creeps me out, but I like how different she is. She's not like easy beautiful. She's kind of angular, and it's interesting. It's very interesting. Oh, Uncle Fester. He's more like the classic kind of almost curly dude. I like the Christopher Lloyd version, where he's kind of a pathetic, needy pervert. Not really pervert, but he's kind of like just this hapless little virgin dude who doesn't know what to do. That was hilarious. Not child friendly, but that was hilarious. And this one, he is more like the goofy little curly type. I didn't see a light bulb, but I can wait. Let's see. Oh, Lurch, their butler. Instead of being just a tall rectangle Frankenstein, he's a little more crooked, a little more angled, and I like that. That's interesting. And they showed Kitty Cat in the beginning of the trailer. At least a drawing of her, but I think the implication is strong. And Cousin It. I didn't see Cousin It in the trailer, but this is the first one. I can wait. I'm not saying I need a big Addams Family reunion like they did in the 90s movies, but it would be fun. You know what? No. I'm not going to put too much pressure on this so far. It looks like a winner so far. This is a beautiful addition to it. Heck, even the house is good. They have so many little things from the old movies and such. They got the chair from the 60s version. And I don't know, just the way it's lighting reminds me of the 90s movie. It's hitting all buttons. It's hitting my nostalgia, but it's also doing something pretty new. It's all in the right spirit of the Addams Family, and So yeah, I'm so happy. I can't wait for Halloween now. I always wait for Halloween, but now I'm really excited. This is great.